Jobs, 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 jobs. Jobs in Russia. That's what we're talking about today. Now, if you're in this video right now and that's what you want to learn about, that's why you clicked the thumbnail. Make sure that you hit like already because we need to spread this video to as many people as possible. Maybe you can share it with a friend if they're interested in this topic as well. I've gathered in this video a legal immigration advisor, and I also gathered a friend who's actually already in the Russian workforce. I'm trying to make this video as complete as possible by giving you a professional's point of view who's dealing with immigration and also someone who's already in the Russian workforce so that they can give you their experience. But I'm also going to give you examples outside in the real world in a small Siberian town so that you can see that these things that these men are talking about actually exist in the outside world. By the way, comment down below exactly what your job title is right now, what it is you're trying to find in the future if you were to come to Russia. Let me know in the comment section so we can kind of gather up a little forum of potential people coming to Russia so we can see the variety of professionals that may one day be in Russia. Comment below your profession. Now, please do remember that coming to Russia to work is like moving to any other country, right? You have to follow the rules, you have to have the right paperwork. And since I'm guessing that English is your native language, English or Spanish or German is your native language, you obviously will have to learn some type of Russian for some jobs. Okay. I don't want you to think that you can just come here and have the best job just because you qualify. You need to go through the process, you need to follow the rules, you need to have the right paperwork. So let's get into the video first with the immigration advisor. Timur, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do before we actually get into the questions, please?
Hi Dan, thanks for inviting. Yes, my name is Timur Bislamgurov. I am an immigration lawyer. I have my law firm in Moscow from 2003, specializing mainly in the immigration field, and also as of June 2024, I work as a deputy director in the regional immigration agency in Nizhny Novgorod. This is capital of the Nizhny Novgorod region in Russian Federation, where the governor and the local government actually have been the first region to openly say we would like to welcome Westerners to move to our region. So as of June this year, I'm deputy director in Nizhny Novgorod's immigration agency.
Can you tell us a little bit about what exactly a foreigner should bring if he's going to come under the decree to make him have better opportunities in Russia?
Yes, hi everyone. Well, with regards to the diplomas, Russian government has introduced a list of universities by their names, from different countries. You have universities from UK, Australia, United States, Germany, quite a long list of universities. If you graduate from that university that is on this list, your diploma doesn't need to be specially attested in Russia. The process is called nostrification. But in my opinion, from our practice, basically, the diploma is not always required. Yeah. So if you come as a manager, I don't think that a particular diploma will be required by the employer. Yeah. Basically, employer would be looking more at your experience, professional. Now, if you come as a doctor, that's when it's really, really required. So certain type of professions will require that you provide such a diploma. So this list of universities is in the internet. I mean, I can send you the link. I've sent already the name of this degree where you can check whether your university is there. But again, in my opinion, most of the jobs will not require you to bring the diploma. So the employers would be more than happy to employ you without such diplomas, just based on your experience.
It's no secret that with this decree, Russia's going to be pulling people with all sorts of professions. And the biggest, most important question that you guys give me about jobs is, what kind of jobs can I get in Russia? So could you tell us a little bit about what sort of jobs are sought after or are very important right now in Russia, please?
Well, as you probably then knows, you've saw the statistics. You live in Russia. Russia needs, in according to different kind of calculations, needs about 5 million people. Yeah, because the economy develops, and we need absolutely different type of people with different experiences. Blue collar, white collar. Yeah, pretty much everyone. Construction industry is booming. So the total number of people that we need is about 5 million people. But when we speak about more, let's say, qualified jobs, I would outline probably several most important ones. That would be IT specialists, that would be engineers, um, that would be, in my opinion, again, yeah, hands-on, because again, after 20 years of big multinational companies working in Russia, their top management were able to teach local Russian people the management standards. So Russia doesn't need actual managers unless they're very, very high level. We have our own managers. Now we have people that need to work with their hands, I mean, knowledge, software, etc., etc. But if to look at this not on that kind of level as I was just saying, yeah, I would say in May 2022, 23, sorry, Russian government has approved a doctrine to achieve uh, technological sovereignty. And in that document, it's outlined what are the industries Russia believes are the most important, where Russia has to advance and ideally reach this technological sovereignty. Basically, those industries are quite modern, yeah, many things connected with artificial intelligence, with biotechnology. There's about 30 different type of industries that are mentioned in this document. So if anyone wants to look into those, that's the future jobs. But in my personal opinion, the fact that the decree dropped down the Russian language requirement, it is still a barrier. Yeah, if a foreign national with all his qualifications and experience is not, let's say, at least basic Russian, at least conversational Russian, that might be quite hard for purely Russian companies, Russian employers to offer you a job position. Yeah.
People want to know if they can, under the temporary residency, start their own businesses or just live an entrepreneurial life here in Russia.
Yeah, actually, in order to start a company in Russia, you don't even need a temporary residency. Yeah, a foreign national can start a company, an LLC in Russia based on a tourist visa, and be a shareholder in that company. But in order to work in that company, have some job, like a general director, you would need to additionally get a work permit. So now the temporary residency permit allows you not only to be a shareholder in your company, but also work as a general director in your own company without a work permit. Another thing with regards to sole proprietorship in Russia, it's called individual entrepreneur. That is something when you conduct as an individual, you conduct business activity, but without registering a separate legal entity. That is also allowable at temporary residency stage. Yeah, before that, on any type of visa, even if you have a work visa, you were not able to register yourself as individual entrepreneur. So temporary residency permit allows that.
Thank you so much for stopping by, giving the knowledge. I hope, and I'm almost positive that in the future, any other topic questions that the people have, you seem to be the go-to guy in the community, and I hope to have you again. Could you please plug in all the information where people can find you, please?
Yeah, you can find us either in here in Nizhny Novgorod. If you would like to move to this region, we would be more than happy to assist you. And you can Google OK agency in Nizhny Novgorod, and you'll find us. Or Moscow, I have my immigration website. It's called moveintorussia.ru.
movingtorussia.ru, as mentioned by Timur, is his website, his company's website, where you actually can connect with him and other specialists to get more information, perhaps help you immigrate to Russia. Now, in this channel, we don't want to say that this company is the only way to come to Russia. Not at all. There's different avenues of approach to getting what you want. You just have to work for it. And I hope that this kind of video is motivating you, is giving you the information that you need. And now, with that being said, I want to summarize what Timur let us know, just in case you missed it. You heard it from the immigration specialist letting us know that Russia is actually trying to gather up 5 million people and add it to their workforce. And they want to be technologically independent. They want their sovereignty, technological sovereignty. And so this opens up a big area of opportunity for you guys who are watching, who are working in the IT or AI fields, like all these computer wizards that are coming, are possibly going to come. You have a huge opportunity to get some of the best jobs. But he mentioned blue collar and white collar jobs. You know, in Russia, there's a gigantic construction boom. And in reality, I see it outside here, even in a small town. Okay. Do not be afraid to come out here and explore your possibilities. He also let us know that you can start a company, a business under this residency and work for your own business. All right. So that essentially means that people who have jobs in your countries, like bakers, cooks, teachers, construction workers, HE operators, drivers, people who are very good at their jobs, can potentially go to a town somewhere in Russia or to a major city and start your own company. So I'm giving you ideas. That's what I'm trying to give you, ideas, legal ideas that with this new decree will be possible. All right. So please take that into account, everything that he said, and kind of brainstorm your way of getting over here, your way of starting your new careers or starting your new lives. All right. Did you enjoy the interview with Timur? Would you like to see him again? Let me know in the comment section if you would like to see a live video where him and I talk about the most frequently asked questions, and we actually answer some of your questions on a live feed. I'm going to be reading a list of jobs that are really sought after in 2024 in Russia, so that you can get an idea. Perhaps your job is in this and it should motivate you to try and apply in the future. So these jobs are in high demand in Russia in 2024. IT specialists, programmers, testers, gamers, game developers, system administrators, web developers, data scientists, graphic designers, landscapers, uh, medical and pharmaceutical specialists, surgeons, dentists, cosmetologists, pharmacists, psychotherapists, psychologists, oil and gas industry specialists, petroleum engineers, geologists, drillers, teachers. These are the type of jobs that Russia's really looking for. And you already know they have so much space to hire. They need at least 5 million people. I don't think they're going to reach 5 million people with this new decree. Honestly, it's too many people, but you could be the one person that fills in the space, and it's better for you because you'll be in high demand. Now, I want to show you exactly what I see here every day in a small town. If you see it in a small town, I guarantee you that you can see it in a major city. All right. Remember, construction was booming, and I want to give you some examples of the kind of jobs that you can have here in Russia. If you're a heavy equipment operator, you can see there's a lot of work for you. I live in a small town in Siberia, and these guys are building roads out here. You can see they're building sidewalks all the way from over there all the way across. There's a lot of work here. Okay, I'm in a small town in the middle of nowhere, Siberia, and actually those workers are not really Russian. They're immigrants from Stan countries, right? Let's just say Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan. But the point is, they are the highest skilled workers that Russia has. normally in small towns in Siberia, you're going to see them working. So if you have experience in construction and heavy equipment operator, anything outside manual labor, technical jobs, you're going to have a really good time in Russia. You can start your own company. There's a joke here in Russia, like the roads are always bad or something like this. I don't know. But some roads are absolutely miserable and not built right. But if you're coming from a country and you have experience building roads, maybe you can bring the right roads to Russia. Maybe you can be the guy that revolutionizes building roads right in Russia. You know, all I'm saying is, you see this right here, there's so many types of work. There's heavy equipment operators, there's people who are doing like that laser thing, surveyors. We have surveyors out here. There's all sorts of workers that are working in just this area, a small town in Siberia. There's also small jobs that maybe you wouldn't want, but even a garbage man, you know, you need to learn how to drive a big truck. This is a specialized job. I know in America they look down upon garbage men, but that's kind of turning even in America. But here in Russia, you could certainly drive a big truck. You don't need much Russian. You just need to know how to drive and understand your route. I wanted to go outside in real time so you could see all the possibilities that are around me in a small town. And you have to multiply that times so much more. If you want to live in cities like Moscow, St. Petersburg, the opportunities are endless, endless. You know, and Timur said that for the high level, like, you know, doctors, things that have to deal with human lives, or that are super specialized, that can affect more people perhaps, you're going to need a proof of diplomas. But not in all cases. You know, you can imagine if you're some sort of heavy equipment operator, you're not going to need a diploma. If you're a chef, or a baker, or even the trash guy, if you know how to drive and you can prove that you can do the things that you say you can do, then more than it's very likely you will be able to get a job. But don't be like embarrassed to try. You need to try. If you are writing in the comment section, I want to move to Russia, you know, then you must be ready for adversity. And with that being said, it's my pleasure now to move on to the next segment, where I introduce you to my friend who's actually already in the Russian workforce. All right, like I said, guys, here's my friend Daniil from Yekaterinburg. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, uh, and anything else you'd like to mention before we get into these really juicy questions.
Yes. So my name is Danil. I'm from Urals, Yekaterinburg. I'm 35. At the age of 12, me and my mother, we moved to England, and that was in 2002. And then I came back to Russia in 2012, 2013, just in time before everything started. But yeah, so I met Dan at the random YouTube video when he was going through Moscow metro system, and thought, oh yeah, nice guy, interesting stuff, and yeah.
Could you please tell us from your experience what kind of jobs you've had since you've gone back to Russia?
I've been in retail work, and I've been doing some heavy lifting for, the warehouses. Um, also, I worked in the factory. Actually, that was like maybe 5.5 years period. And yeah, so the different kind of jobs, definitely.
Would you consider these jobs something that a foreigner who's barely coming to Russia could actually handle?
I can say that it really depends on the people that you work with, because some of them can make your life hard for a newcomer, but some of them they're supporting. And most of the time, it's been the latter one, the more supportive side of the employees that are around you. They give you
Yeah.
like a senior that will show you the ropes, and yeah, generally it's cool.
There seems to be a boom in Russia with different fields like construction right now. In my town is absolutely booming. Can you tell me perhaps some of the kind of jobs that you've seen grown in the last 2 to 3 years?
For example, I worked in a place where they constructed, cargo trains, or the locomotives from scratch, right? And I've never done that kind of thing. And what I've noticed for the 5 years that I worked there, the salary went up and up and up.
Maybe perhaps non-Russians whose Russian's probably not the best, so that maybe people can have confidence to make the jump and try to learn the language and actually get a job, even though they don't have perfect Russian.
I've noticed that many Russians, they speak a little bit of English, and I'm sure by the time that you will spend in Russia, you will learn a little bit of Russian, and then that's how you connect. And I've met people that hardly speak any Russian, but they manage, you know.
Daniel, thank you so much for giving your experience. But is there any other words of encouragement that you can give to the people, perhaps motivating them to seek a job so that they can grow their life here in Russia?
Yeah, definitely. So the words of encouragement, definitely should go for it, because in experience, right? You get better with something that you start. And so learn Russian, that would definitely help, like by a long shot. You know, people respect you more because you took an effort to learn the language. And if you do know it, then use it. You know, go out to the world in Russia and meet with different people and be part of the community, because that's what I've noticed is the best thing you can do when you move to another country. You become part of it. Otherwise, it's just, what's the point, really?
Exactly. What is the point of going to a brand new country and not being part of the community? There's no point. Daniel is absolutely right, guys. Don't expect to come to Russia and not assimilate. You know, in this video, we've learned the different legalities that change now that give you guys the benefits to actually look for a job. You've also learned the types of jobs that Russia is looking for, new workers, how many they're looking for. You need to get out there. You need to start looking for a job. You would have to do it if you were in America, if you were in England, if you were in Australia, if you were in any country that you're coming from, you would have to do it anyways. So I'm encouraging you to do it in Russia if you decide to come, even if you don't know the language, but preferably start learning now, right? This is really important. We're only a few hours away from getting the list of countries that will be welcome under the new decree. And when that list comes out, I will report on it. But I believe that the next topic will probably be the cost of living in Russia and wages to some jobs that people have inside of Russia. In this video, we covered already jobs. Jobs. Everybody needs jobs, but you need to be willing to go out there and find it. If you got to this point of the video, let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you enjoyed hearing people's perspective, me having professionals on in real time. I'm doing this in hopes that people will stop being nervous about the decisions they want to make. I want to facilitate your move. I want to facilitate your life here in Russia if you decide to come, all right? This is all I'm doing. Expect new videos tomorrow and on the day of the decree. And I will be posting a couple other non-news videos because essentially that's what I built the channel on, okay? Sometimes you just need to get out and come to Baikal, and we're blessed to live 5 minutes away from this place.